everyone. You saw the headlines that have been there all yesterday. Atiku said this, Atiku said that. Some are like, some the different headlines. This one that I'm going to be looking at in the cable, it says, Atiku says, I would accept defeat if younger aspirant wins ADC presidential ticket. Another one, you see, they are saying, oh, I will step aside if there's this. Some people, in short, people are just looking into it and putting in different meanings into it. For me, from what I see, it's just a political statement there that Abubakar Atiku, made. And of course, where he said, if in one of the headlines, it said he said he will step down if a younger or better candidate emerges. And I'll say to people, that's the key word, if. So as far as it is concerned, none has emerged yet. And so people feel that for those that are his supporters, they feel that, oh yeah, this is his time finally for him to clinch the ticket, get it. One of the things, and which is also a thing that PDP had for a very long time, which is the belief that Nigerians are going to get so tired of the bad governance that they are going to choose anyone that seems to come from this thing. It's not. I don't see that happening, because don't forget that things have been bad before, even though we now pretend they were not that bad. As of that time, it was the worst, and you change it, it became worse than that. And now you've changed another one, it becomes worse than that. So people are worried. They're not going to be that thing where they're going to jump on the street, say, okay, let's bring this person in, because it could be worse. So if Kukuma will be sitting down and looking. Another thing also, there's a lot of people who are really angry at the fact that the North seems to be okay with however bad governance is, as long as it's a northerner that is in power. And the moment it's not a northerner that is in power, then all of a sudden they begin to know that bad governance and call for protests, this, that. And so there are a lot of people who are from the southern part of the country that are saying, if ADC or whatever, they are fielding a northerner for them, then they would rather continue it to happen, that if the North can give Nigeria 8 years of Buhari's disaster, then the South will also give Nigeria 8 years of Tinubu's disaster. So these are some of the thinking, that some are going on, because some people feel that, look, this is the turn of the South, and that's the way it should be. I did a tweet some time ago, and I said, look, there are a lot of people who during Edo State election were very much all about, zoning. It is the turn of the Edo Central, is the turn of Edo Central. That was the conversation we kept hearing. But those same people now don't know that it's the turn of the South, or it's the turn of the Southeast, to go into presidency. And I asked them a question the other day. They were all over the place saying, oh, Aisha, you said you hate zoning. Of course, I've always said I'm not a fan of zoning at all. I would rather let's get the best person, for the job. And I think even at this stage where we're looking at it, and I love what Sam Amadi asked in an interview that he did, where he said, does ADC want who will win primaries or who will win the election? Is it interested in just participating or really winning the election? Because at this time that we are in Nigeria, being very pragmatic is the fact that Mr. Peter Obi is the one that appears to have what it takes to be able to defeat, as he did before in defeating, Tinubu before, and he's the kind of person that is going to motivate people, you understand, to stand up and say, hey, I'm just checking to be sure that my mic is on. I've spoken before and got to the end and see that there's nothing. But hey, the green light is there. So that means we continue the conversation as we go on. And so if you're looking for someone who is going to really motivate the people to stand up and come out and say, hey, we're going to be out there, this person is running, then you're looking for a Mr. Peter Obi. Otherwise, what you're going to do is that you're going to see a lot of people not even bothering about the election, voter apathy coming in. And wherever there's voter apathy, it's usually the incumbent that sort of like gains from it, that succeeds, from that one. So in this moment, you would have thought that ADC will be looking at something to say, who is the best person that can win? A consensus, candidate, rather than just saying that, oh, it has to be primaries and all of that. And sometimes when I see people who are from PDP who are saying this, I'm just looking at them, I'm thinking, Is it not the same PDP in 2014 that had that produced only one presidential ticket for Jonathan? Nobody was even allowed to buy presidential ticket, talk less of primaries. There's nothing like that. They agreed it was Jonathan, and that was it. And then today you're saying this. Atiku has run in 2019. Before 2019, he actually did run. Yeah, he lost. Ran in 2019. No, yeah, 2019 he did under PDP. He run and he had Mr. Peter Obi as his running mate. And of course, one of the things also that they are embarking is the fact that, oh, Mr. Peter Obi might let him come and be running mate. How? You don't put your best foot backward. You always put it, forward. But let's look at what the cable has to say. It says, I will accept defeat if younger aspirant wins ADC presidential ticket. That means they have to go through the primaries, do the primaries, and get. And you know what primaries is here, where they think it's all about dollarizing it, bringing out money and whatever. If those are the kind of things that people, let them keep it. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar says he will accept defeat in the 2027 presidential race if a young aspirant beats him to clinch the African Democratic Congress ticket. So if an older person beats him to it, he will not drop. Anyway, speaking in an interview with BBC House, Abubakar said he will support and mentor such an aspirant. However, the former vice president said he could not confirm if he will be running for president for the umpteenth time. This is only the beginning. Our priority is to establish a party and gain strong following, Abubakar said when asked if he would contest. If I run for office and a young man defeats me, I will accept that the party we have joined now prioritize youth and women. Peter Obi, the Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate, and Rotimi Amechi, former governor of Rivers, have both shown an interest in the ADC ticket. Both politicians are younger than Abubakar. Abubakar resigned from the People's Democratic Party in July, accusing the party of straying from its founding ideas. Well, he'll go tomorrow. He might be back there again. It's all part of business. It's all normal for them. Abubakar told BBC Hausa that he left the PDP because most from the All Progressive Party APC had infiltrated the party. There's nowhere you won't have moles infiltrated, because a party is an open place thing. You can't stop anybody from joining any party. So they'll always be there. So it's not left for you to sit down, build it, or do whatever it is. But hey, if you want to also leave, perfectly okay. Free entry, free exit is what it is with the political parties. Besides, that is one of the reasons we set up ADC, which I am a member of. Abubakar said PDP is divided because the APC government in power has decided to use some party leaders to frustrate efforts of having strong opposition that could challenge the government. As the day went on, the crisis in PDP were growing, and the hope of resolving it was speedily vanishing because the government was allegedly using some senior members of the party to destabilize the party. There's a lot of things that he said. I could have taken some firm decisions to fix the party if I were the chairman or secretary of the party, or someone who listened to me was the chairman or secretary. Sadly, the people occupying those positions have different interests that are primarily personal to them. Abubakar, who is 78 years old, was the PDP standard bearer in the 2023 election. The politician will be 81 by the time the next presidential election comes around in 2027. Abubakar has run for number one office 6 times, but has been on the ballot as a presidential candidate on 3 occasions: 2007, 2019, and 2023. But anyway, for me, I don't even have issues with the politician. It's Nigeria, because for these politicians, no matter who wins, no matter who is in office, their lives is not really disrupted. They have enough. But it's you and I that our lives are that are going to be affected as citizens that sit down and do nothing while we're just waiting for politicians to make decisions. Who do us like this? Thank you for watching. Bye.